Today marks an exciting but also somber anniversary for the Washington football team. 30 years since the last Super Bowl win for the franchise. Joe Gibbs and Mark Rippon, that's right, led the team against the Buffalo Bills to a 37-24 win. Of course, you realize everything that's happened since then. 4 NFC East titles, 7 playoff appearances, numerous scandals, 2 stadiums, and 1 name change, with 1 more on the way. Now, we want to go deeper into what has changed after winning 3 Super Bowls in a decade, so I brought in my man, Brock Plyman, who also happens to be my producer for the Reese Waters Show, noon to 3 p.m. on Team 980. He's here to discuss. What is the biggest non-Dan Snyder reason for this 30-year drought?
I would say the quality of the rest of the NFC East. The rest of the NFC East has produced very good teams, which has made it harder to be as good as they were for the 2 decades leading up to the last Super Bowl 30 years ago.
I'm going to blame social media, because if it wasn't for social media, then we wouldn't feel the need to make these panic moves that we've been making. RG3 wouldn't have decided to be all in for week 2. He would have taken his time. We would have had the 10 years of dominance that was foretold with that incredible rookie season. I'm going to go with social media, because who are you if you don't blame social media? Right. Now, how much actually is Dan Snyder to blame?
I would say at least 95%, because if you look at the two decades leading up to 1991, they had only 1 season with 6 wins or less. There was 1 season with 6 wins in between Jack Pardee, George Allen, and Joe Gibbs. And then, yes, Norv Turner and Richie Pettibone had some bad seasons. But then after that, you just have so many coaches who have had 5-win seasons or less. Jim Zorn, Mike Shanahan, Jay Gruden, Steve Spurrier, Joe Gibbs too. And the movement of it, the changing of it, the allowing of Bruce Allen to stick around. The person who's at the top of the food chain has to accept all or most of the responsibility, and he's the only linchpin connecting a good what, like 24 of these years over this time. So
we've seen a few instances of nearly empty stands or opposing fans dominating the stadium, like the Chargers. How would you rate the fans' dedication to the team at present?
And I am a fan. Yeah. So I can, I speak for myself and then from the people that I know. The dedication to the team has been withered away. We do feel really frustrated and browbeaten from the standpoint of when is the other shoe going to drop? Because it seems like there's a Nike outlet in the sky. The dedication to the team and how that relates to me, my memories, and the way I interact with the NFL, I think it's gone and it's dwindled. And then the season starts, and then I'm back in. We talked at length about the Eagles game where the team was starting Darren Dilbert, I think is his name, and how it felt like going into that game, it didn't make any sense. Who are these guys playing? And I don't know how I feel about it. As soon as the game started playing, it was in my DNA that I wanted to see the Eagles lose. But I don't have the fire burning consumption of worrying about the team. And I've completely lost the internal motivation to argue with other fan bases that used to exist. I used to be very excited to go back and forth with Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys fans. And now I pretty much, there's really no piece of trash talk about my team that I haven't already said multiple times.
Your favorite team or run since 91 and your favorite player other than Marcus Mitchell?
It would be the Nats run. And it's very close to the Caps. I really enjoyed JT3's run to the Final Four. I loved Maryland winning the championship, especially because there was so much history built in that. But
now, I do think that we were looking for a football answer there, but we're going to keep that because it is most appropriate that you answer all non-football memories since 91. What is the best piece of memorabilia that was behind Brock there? That really tells you what generation of fan you are. Is it the John Wall jersey? Is it the LVOs, or is it the Heath Schuler? By the way, if you want to hear more from Brock, tune in to Team 980 from noon to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. He joins me every single show. He's basically my Adam Longo. So you guys catch me on 980 with Brock, and we'll have more from him in the future as well.